Radha Madhavo Kunjabihari Gopishana Ballabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Vrajana Rajana Yasodanandana Vrajana Rajana Yamuna Ravana Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabihari Gopijana Ballabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Yasodanandana Vrajana Rajana Namo Namah Krishna Ballabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Vrajana Rajana Yamuna Jai Govinda, Rajama Sundara ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Vimanandi. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we read from Madhya Lila 3, chapter 13, the Lord dancing at Ratayatra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his prominent devotees, Advaita Acharya Nityananda Prabhu and others, were very happy to observe how Lord Jagannath began the Ratha Yatra. The very strongly built Daitya carrier of Jagannath deities were as powerful as drunken elephant. They manually carried Lord Jagannath from the throne to the car, the char. While carrying the deities of Lord Jagannath, some of the Daitas took all of the shoulder of Lord, and some caught his lotus feet. Strong puffed up cotton pad colored tulips were spread out from the throne to the car, and the heavy deities of Lord Jagannatha was carried from one pillow-like bed to the next by the Daitas. While the Daitas carried the heavy Jagannath deity from one bed to the next, some of the path broke, and the cotton content floated into the air. And they broke, they made a heavy cracking sound. Lord Jagannath is the maintainer of the whole universe, who can carry him from one place to another. The Lord moved by his personal will just to perform his pastime. While the Lord was transported from the throne to the car, tumultuous sounds were made in various musical instruments, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting Manima, Manima, but he could not be here. While the Lord was being carried from the throne to the car, King Prataparudra personally engaged in the Lord's service by cleaning the road with a broom that had a golden handle. The king sprinkled the road with sandalwood-scented water. Although he was the owner of the royal throne, he engaged in menial service for the sake of Lord Jagannatha. Although the king was the most exalted, respectable person, still he accepted menial service for the Lord. He therefore became a suitable candidate for receiving the Lord's mercy. Upon seeing the king engaged in such menial service, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very happy. Simply by rendering this service, the king received the mercy of the Lord. Everyone was astonished to see the decoration of the Ratha car. The car appeared to be newly made of gold, and it was as high as Mountain Sumeru. The decoration included big mirror and hundred of chamara with wick made yak tails. On top of the car were a neat and clear canopy and very beautiful flag. The car was also decorated with silken cloth and various pictures. Many brass bells, gong, and ankle bells rang. For the pastime of the Ratha Yatra ceremony, Lord Jagannath go aboard one car, and his sister Subhadra and elder brother Balaram got aboard two other cars. For 15 days the Lord had remained in a secluded place with the Supreme Goddess of Fortune, and had performed his pastime with her. Having taken permission from the Goddess of Fortune, the Lord came out to read on the Ratha Yatra car and perform his pastime for the pleasure of the devotees. The fine, with sun spread all over the path, resembled the bank of the Yamuna, and the small garden on both sides looked just like those in Vrindavan. As Lord Jagannath rode in his car and saw the beauty of both sides, his mind was filled with pleasure. The puller of the car were known as Gaudas, and they pulled with great pleasure. However, the car sometimes went very fast and sometimes very slow. Sometimes the car would stand still and not move, even though it was pulled very vigorously. The chariot therefore moved by the will of the Lord, not by the strength of any ordinary persons. As the car stood still, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gathered all his devotees and with his own hands decorated them with flower garland and sandalwood pole. Brahmananda Puri and Brahmananda Bharati were both personally giving garland and sandalwood pole from the very hands of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This increasing the transcendental pleasure. Similarly, when Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu felt the touch of the transcendental hand of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were very pleased. The Lord also gave garlands and sandal pole to the performer of Sankirtan. The two chief performers were Svarupa Damodar and Srivas Thakur. There were a daughter for party of kirtan performers comprising 24 chanters, and each party there were also 2 mrindanga players, making an additional 8 persons. When the 4 parties were formed, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after some consideration, divided the chanter. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur and Vrakeshwara Pandit to dance in each of the 4 respective parties. Svarupa Damodar was chosen as the leader of the first party and was given 5 assistants to respond to his chanting. The 5 who responded to the singer of Svarupa Damodar were Damodar Pandit, Narayana, Govinda Datta, Raghava Pandit, and Sri Govindananda. Advaita Acharya Prabhu was ordered to dance in the first group. The Lord then formed another group with Srivas Thakur as the chief man. The 5 singers who responded to the singing of Srivas Thakur were Gadadhar, Haridas, Sriman, Suvananda, and Sri Rama Pandit. Sri Nityananda Prabhu was appointed as a dancer. Another group who formed consisted of Vasudeva, Gopinath, and Murari. All these were responsible singers, and Mukunda was the chief singer. Another 2 persons, Srikanta and Balavasena, joined as responsible singers. In the group, the Señor Haridas Thakur, was the dancer. The Lord formed another group, appointing Govinda Ghosh as leader. In the group, the younger Haridas, Vishnudas, and Raghava were the responding singers. 2 brothers named Madhava Ghosh and Vasudeva Ghosh also joined this group as responsible singers. Vrakeshwara Pandit was the dancer. There was a Sankirtan party from the village known as Kulinagram, and Ramananda and Syataraj were appointed the dancer in this group. There was another party that came from Shantipur and was formed by Advaita Acharya. Achyutananda was the dancer, and the rest of the men were singers. Another party was formed by the people of Kanda. These people were singing in a different place in the group. Narahari Prabhu and Raghunath were the dancing. 4 parties chanted and danced in front of Lord Jagannatha. And one either side was another party, yet another was the rear. There were another 7 parties of Sankirtan, and in each party 2 men were batting drum. Thus, 14 drums were being played at once. The sound was tumultuous, and all the devotees became mad. All the Vaishnava come together like an assembly of clouds. As the devotee chanted the holy name in great ecstasy, tears fell from their eyes like rain. When the Sankirtan resounded, he filled the 3 walls in there. No one could hear any song or musical instrument other than the Sankirtan. Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wandered through all 7 groups chanting the holy name, Hari, Hari, raising his arm. He shouted, all glories to Lord Jagannatha. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then exhibited another mystic power by performing pastime simultaneously in all 7 groups. Everyone said, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is present in my group. Indeed, he do not go anywhere else. He is bestowing his mercy upon us. Actually, no one could see the inconceivable potency of the Lord. Only the most confidential devotee, those in pure, unalloyed devotional service, could understand. Lord Jagannatha was very much pleased by the Sankirtan, and he brought his car to a standstill just to see the performance. King Prataparuda was also astonished to see the Sankirtan. He became inactive and was converted to ecstasy love of Krishna. When the king informed Kasimishra of the glory of the Lord, Kasimishra replied, O king, your fortune is at no limit. The king and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya were both aware of the Lord's activities, but no one else could see the trick of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Only a person who has received the mercy of the Lord can understand. Without the Lord's mercy, even the demigod headed by Lord Brahma cannot understand. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been very satisfied to see the king accept the menial task of sweeping the street. And for this humility, the king received the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He could therefore observe the mystery of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu activities. Although the king had been refused an interview, he was indirectly bestowed countless mercy. Who can understand the internal potency of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? When the 2 great personalities, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Kasimishra, saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu causeless mercy upon the king, they were astonished. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his pastime for some time in this way. He personally sang and induced his personal associate to dance. According to his need, the Lord sometimes exhibited one form and sometimes many. This was being executed by his internal potency. Indeed, the personality of Godhead found himself in the course of his transcendental pastime, but his internal potency, Lila Shakti, know the intention of the Lord, made all arrangements. Just as Lord Sri Krishna formally performed the Rasa Lila, dance and other pastime at Vrindavan, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed an uncommon pastime moment after moment. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing before the Ratha Yatra car could be perceived only by pure devotees. Others could not understand. Description of Lord Krishna and common dancing can be found in the revealed scripture Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in great jubilation and inundated all the people with wave of ecstasy's love. Thus, Lord Jagannath mounted his car, and Lord Sri Krishna Mahaprabhu inspired all his devotees to dance in front of it. Now please hear about Lord Jagannath going to Gundicha temple with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing before the Ratha car. The Lord performed kirtan for some time and through his own endeavor inspired all the devotees to dance. When the Lord himself wanted to dance, all 7 groups convened together. The Lord devotees included Srivas, Ramai, Raghu, Govinda, Mukunda, Haridas, Govindananda, Madhava, and Govinda all convened together. When Sri Chaitanya decided to jump high while dancing, he placed the 9 people in the church of Swarupa Damodar. This devotee, Swarupa Damodar, and the devotees in his church sang along with the Lord, and they also ran beside him. All the other group of men also sang. Offering obeisance to the Lord with folded hands, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu raised his face towards Jagannath and prayed as follows. Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto Lord Krishna, who is the worshipable deity for all Brahminical men, who is the well-wisher of cow and brahmanas, and who is always benefiting to all world. I offer my obeisance to the personality of Godhead, known as Krishna and Govinda. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as the son of Devaki. All glory to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as the light of the dynasty of Vrishni. All glory to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose body lasted his like that of new cloud, and whose body is as soft as lotus flower. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appeared on this planet to drive the world from the burden of demons, who can offer liberation to anyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Lord Sri Krishna is he who is known as Jananivas, the ultimate resort of all living entity, and who is also known as Devaki Nandana or Yasoda Nandana, the son of Devaki and Yasoda. He is the guide of the Yadu dynasty, and with his mighty arm, he will everything inauspicious, as well as every man who is impious. By his presence, he destroyed all things inauspicious for all living entity, moving and inert. His blissful smiling face always increased the last desire of the gopis of Vrindavan. May he be all glorious and happy. I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a Vaishya or a Shudra, nor I am a Brahmachari, a Otser, a Vanaprastha or Sannyas. I identify myself only as the servant of the servant of the servant of the lotus feet of the Lord Sri Krishna, the maintainer of the gopis. He is like an ocean of nectar, and he is the cause of universal transcendental bliss. He is always existing with brilliance. Having recited all this verse from Scripture, the Lord again offered his obeisance, and all the devotees with folded hands also offered prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumping high, roaring like thunder, and moving in a circle like a well, he appeared like a circling firebrand. Wherever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stepped while dancing, the whole earth with its hills and sea appeared to tilt. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced, he displayed various blissful transcendental changes in his body. Sometimes he appeared as stunned. Sometimes the hair of his body stood on end. Sometimes he perspired, cried, trembled, and changed color. And sometimes he exhibited symptoms of helplessness, pride, exuberance, and humility. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell down with a crash while dancing, he would roll on the ground. And sometimes he appeared that a golden mountain was rolling on the ground. Nityananda Prabhu would stretch out his two hands and try to catch the Lord when he was running here and there. Advaita Acharya would walk behind the Lord and loudly chant Haribol, Haribol again and again, just to check the crowd from coming too near the Lord. The devotees formed three circles. The first circle was guided by Nityananda Prabhu, who is Balarama himself, the possessor of great strength. All the devotees headed by Kashishwara and Govinda linked hand and formed a second circle around the Lord. Maharaj Prataparudra and his personal assistant formed a third circle around the two inner circles just to check the crowd from coming too near. With his hands on the shoulder of Harikandana, King Prataparudra could see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing, and the king felt great ecstasy. While the king beheld the dancing, Srivastava Thakur standing in front of him became ecstatic as he saw the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Since Srivastava Thakur standing before the king, Arichananda touched Srivas with his arm and requested him to step aside. Absorbed in watching Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dance, Srinivasa Thakur could not understand why he was being touched and pushed. After he was pushed again and again, he became angry. Srivastava Thakur explained Harichananda to stop him from pushing him. In turn, this made Harichananda angry. At the angry Harichananda was about to speak to Srivastava Thakur, Prataparudra Maharaj personally stopped him. King Prataparudra said, "You are very fortunate, for you have been blessed by the touch of Srinivasa Thakur. I am fortunate. You should feel obliged to him." Everyone was astonished by the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and even Lord Jagannatha became extremely happy to see him. car came to a complete standstill and remained immobile, while Lord Jagannatha, with unblinking eyes, watched the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The goddess of fortune Subhadra and Lord Balaram both feel great happiness and ecstasies within their hair. In there, they were seen smiling at the dancing. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumped high, a wonderful transformation indicative of divine ecstasies were seen in his body. All the symptoms were visible simultaneously. His skin erupted with ghost pimple, and the hair of his body stood on end. His body resembled the simulated silk cotton tree, all covered with thorns. In there, the people become afraid just to see his teeth chatter, and they even thought that his teeth would fall out. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body flowed with perspiration, and at the same time also blood. He made the sound, ha ha gaga, in a voice choked with ecstasy. Tears come forceful from the eyes of the Lord, as it from a syringe, and all the people surrendering him become weak. Sometimes he appeared stoned, and sometimes he rolled on the ground. In there, sometimes his leg and hand become as hard as dry wood, and he did not move. When the Lord fell to the ground, sometimes his breathing almost stopped. When the devotees saw this, their life all became very feeble. Water flowed from his eyes and sometimes through his nostril, and foam fell from his mouth. The flowing appeared to be a torrent of nectar descending from the moon. The foam that fell from the mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken and drank by Shivananda, because he was fortunate and expert in realizing the mellow of ecstasy's love of Krishna. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had performed his devastating dance for some time, his mind entered into a mood of ecstasy's love. After abandoning the dancing, the Lord ordered Svarupa Damodar to sing. Understand his mind, Svarupa Damodar began to sing as follows. Now I have gained the Lord of my life, in the absence of whom I was being burned by Cupid and was withering away. This song refers to Srimati Radharani meeting with Krishna at the holy place of Kurukshetra, where Lord Sri Krishna and his brother and sister came to visit when there was a solar eclipse. It is a song of separation from Krishna. When Radharani met Krishna at Kurukshetra, she remembered his intimate association in Vrindavan, and she thought, now I have gained the Lord of my life. In his absence, I was being burned by the arrow of Cupid, and thus I was withering away. Now I have my life again. Yeah, for the gopis to meet in Krishna, for all the Vrishabhasi to meeting Krishna in Kurukshetra. That was in the moment when there was one eclipse. So all the Vrishabhasis went to, also the Gopi Radhani went to Kurukshetra. And also Mother Rohini. So Mother Rohini, she want to explain for the inhabitants of Dwarka. She want to explain how the people, the Vrishabhasi, the Gopi, they are suffering in Vrindavan by the absence of Lord Sri Krishna. So she invited everybody to come to make one meeting in one pandal. There was one pandal, and Rohini and all the Matajis, all the Gopi went to the pandal, and then asked Subhadra. This meeting, then say for Subhadra, this meeting is always for the Matajis. So you stay outside, and if some men coming, you stop them. Nobody can come here, only Matajis. So the meeting started, and the Rohini Devi, she explained for the people from Dwarka how was the situation in Vrindavan. But the people from Vrindavan have difficulty to understand, because there is another humor in Dwarka. There is this opulence, is Aishwarya. It's not the intimity relation like in Vrindavan. And Vrindavan is another humor, no? So then have difficulty to understand how the people suffering. The gopis speak with the trees, speak with the bird, ask where is Krishna, and the inhabitants of Dwarka then difficulty to understand. So in one moment, Krishna and Balarama then come to see what the people do there in the pandal. But there was Subhadra, and Subhadra stopped them. And she said, this meeting is only for no men can come here. No anyone. It's only for Matajis. So Krishna, Balarama, and Subhadra stand. Excuse me. Someone don't understand. Only one? Two. I said someone can translate for me. As you like. As you like. You translate? Okay.
Essence of class. Essence of class. ब्रजवासी जो है वो कुरुक्षेत्र में आए थे भगवान का.
If no one stand to take that, stand.
तो ब्रजवासी आए थे भगवान का दर्शन करने के लिए कुरुक्षेत्र में, और द्वारका में जो रानियां थी उनको रोहिणी माता समझा रही थी ब्रजवासियों का जो प्रेम है कृष्ण के, उसके बारे में. द्वारकावासी जो है ऐश्वर्य भाव में भगवान का
Raganuga. Yes, Raganuga Bhakti. This is the mood.
ब्रजवासी जो है रागानु के भक्त होते हैं, माधुर्य भाव से
The Dwarka is another humor. Aishwarya. Yeah. There is opulence. It's another mood. Yeah. So Mother Rohini, she decided to make understand for the ladies from Dwarka, make understand how the suffering the people experimented in Vrindavan without Krishna.
तो रोहिणी माता द्वारकावासियों को समझा रही थी कि कैसे ब्रजवासी जो है कृष्ण के विरह में वो विरह कैसे अनुभव कर रहे हैं उसको समझाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। सब स्त्रियों के लिए था जो रानी तो सुभद्रा देवी को बाहर खड़ा किया था कि आप कोई भी पुरुष को यहाँ पे अंदर आने के लिए मत दीजिए।
So Subhadra was in the door like guardian.
तो सुभद्रा जो है चौकीदार जैसे बाहर द्वार के पास खड़ी थी।
And when some men come in, she stops, say this is only his private meeting.
तो जो भी कोई पुरुष आने से वहाँ उनको रोक रही थी।
But in one moment coming Balarama and Krishna.
तो एक तब कृष्ण और बलराम वहाँ पे पहुँच गए।
And she stopped them.
और उनको भी उसने रोक दिया।
So Krishna, Balarama and Subhadra was outside the pandal.
तो कृष्ण बलराम और सुभद्रा ये तीन जो है कक्षा के बाहर थे।
But Krishna and Balarama and Subhadra then want to hear what Mother Rohini Mataji say about the situation in Vrindavan.
किंतु वो अपना कान खोल के सुन रहे थे, बाहर खड़े थे, फिर भी वो अंदर जो बातचीत चल रहा था रोहिणी माता का जो वर्णन है उसको सुन रहे थे।
And when then hear the ecstasy of this, the sentiment of the Vrishabhasi, when then hear, then by the ecstasy the eyes become big one.
और जब उन्होंने ब्रजवासियों का जो विरह का भाव प्रेम है उसके विषय में सुना तो उनके शरीर में अष्टसात्विक विकार होने लगे, आंखें जो है बड़े होने लगे।
And by this moment we have the deities Jagannatha, Baladeva, Subhadra with big eyes, the ecstasies.
और उस क्षण में जो उस समय जो उनका जो रूप था भगवान का जगन्नाथ बलदेव और सुभद्रा, उसी के आधार पे जो है जो विग्रह बनाए जाते हैं जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा, इसमें क्या के बड़े बड़े हाथ होते हैं।
Yeah, and then also the you don't see the hands and you don't see the feet.
इसलिए उनके जो हाथ और जो पैर हैं वो अंदर छोटे हो।
Yeah, but here is in the Vedic scripture there is one quotation.
वैदिक शास्त्रों में एक श्लोक है।
And they say, although the Lord has no hands and feet, He accepts the offering of His devotees.
तो शास्त्रों में जो वर्णन वेद उपनिषद में कहा गया है भगवान का पैर नहीं है, हाथ नहीं है, फिर भी वो सब भक्तों के द्वारा दिए गए सब जो अर्पण है उसको स्वीकार करते हैं।
Yeah, and to be according with this Vedic quotation, the Lord appeared without hands and not feet.
तो इस जो वर्णन है इसको पूरा करने के लिए भगवान जो है इस जगन्नाथ के रूप में प्रकट हुए हैं जिसमें उनके हाथ और पैर जो है दिखाई नहीं देते।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The car of Lord Jagannath began to move slowly while the son of Mother Sachi went ahead and dancing in front. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing in front, the char stop or the way go on very, very slow.
तो महाप्रभु आगे में नाचते थे और जगन्नाथ जो है रथ जो है धीरे धीरे पीछे से आता।
While dancing and singing, all the devotees in front of Lord Jagannath keep their eyes on him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to the end of the procession with the Sankirtan performers.
आप लोग चैतन्य महाप्रभु के ऊपर उनका नजर रखते थे, वो किस तरह से नृत्य कर रहे हैं, उनके साथ में संकीर्तन कर रहे थे। इस तरह से गुंडीचा तक महाप्रभु में पहुंच गए।
Thus there was a sort of competition between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Jagannath in see who will lead. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so strong that he made Lord Jagannath wait in his car.
तो ऐसे एक स्पर्धा चल रहा था चैतन्य महाप्रभु और जगन्नाथ भगवान के बीच में कि कौन आगे जाएगा। तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु जगन्नाथ से भी और तेज निकल गए और जगन्नाथ को उनके लिए रुकना पड़ा।
Yeah. Here in the text 119 is a very good purport by Srila Prabhupada. You have not Chaitanya in Hindi?
हाँ हिंदी बेहतर है चलता हूँ। इसका तात्पर्य अच्छा है।
नहीं है? There is not. We can ask Gaudiya Math, maybe then we'll send one book.
No, we have in the temple. Ashram is there, not like here.
No. Hare Krishna. After giving up the company of the Gopi in Vrindavan, Sri Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda, engaged in his pastime at Dwarka. When Krishna went to Kurukshetra, while his brother and sister and other from Dwarka, he again met the inhabitant of Vrindavan.
द्वारका से कुरुक्षेत्र गए तो वहाँ पे दोबारा उन्होंने जो ब्रजवासियों से वो बिछड़ गए दूर हो गए थे तो दोबारा वो मिले कुरुक्षेत्र।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha Baba Duty Suvalit. Radha Baba Duty Suvalita.
चैतन्य महाप्रभु है वो राधा भाव द्युति सुवलिता।
That is Krishna himself assuming the part of Srimati Radharani in order to understand Krishna.
तो ये जो रूप है भगवान का चैतन्य महाप्रभु का ये कृष्ण ही है जिन्होंने राधा रानी का भाव और उनका जो कांति है उसको स्वीकार किया है। अपने आप कृष्ण को ही समझने कृष्ण अपने आप को समझने के लिए इस राधा रानी का भाव और कांति को धारण करते हैं।
Lord Jagannath Deva is Krishna and Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Srimati Radharani.
जो कृष्ण है जगन्नाथ है वो कृष्ण है और चैतन्य महाप्रभु है वो राधा भाव में कृष्ण है।
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lead Lord Jagannath toward the Gundicha temple correspond to Srimati Radharani leading Krishna toward Vrindavan.
तो रथ जो जैसे राधा रानी ने कृष्ण को कुरुक्षेत्र से वृंदावन लेके गई, उसी तरह से जगन्नाथ जो कृष्ण है उनको चैतन्य महाप्रभु गुंडीचा मंदिर लेके गए।
Sri Kshetra Jagannath Puri was taken as the kingdom of Dwarka.
जगन्नाथपुरी जो धाम है उसको द्वारका धाम का प्रतीक है।
The place where Krishna enjoys supreme opulence.
जहाँ पे कृष्ण ऐश्वर्य भाव में विलास करते हैं।
That he was being led by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Vrindavan.
तो उनको चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने वृंदावन लेके गए, मतलब गुंडीचा मंदिर।
The simple village where all the inhabitants are filled with ecstasy love for Krishna.
तो वहाँ के जितने भी निवासी थे वो सब कृष्ण प्रेम में भाव विभोर थे।
Sri Kshetra is a place of Aishwarya Lila. Just as Vrindavan is the place of Madhurya Lila.
तो पूरी धाम है वो ऐश्वर्य लीला है भगवान का, और जो वृंदावन है वो माधुर्य लीला का स्थान है।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu following at the rear of the Ratha indicate the Lord Jagannath Krishna was forgetting the inhabitant of Vrindavan.
तो जगन्नाथ को पीछे जाने का अर्थ है कि जगन्नाथ जो है वो भगवान कृष्ण वो वृंदावन के वासियों को भूल रहे थे, तो उनको दोबारा याद दिला रहे थे चैतन्य महाप्रभु।
Although Krishna neglected the inhabitants of Vrindavana, he could not forget them.
हालांकि भगवान ने ब्रजवासियों से अपने आप को दूर रखा, किंतु वो कभी भी उनको भूल नहीं सकते।
Thus, in his opulent Ratha Yatra, he was returning to Vrindavan.
तो इसी जो ऐश्वर्यशाली रथ यात्रा के साथ वो वापस वृंदावन आ गए।
In the role of Srimati Radharani, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was examining whether the Lord still remembered the inhabitant of Vrindavan.
राधारानी के भाव में चैतन्य महाप्रभु परीक्षा कर रहे थे कि जगन्नाथ को अभी भी व्रजवासियों का याद है कि नहीं।
When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell behind the Ratha car, Jagannath Deva, Krishna himself, understood the mind of Srimati Radharani.
तो जब चैतन्य महाप्रभु पीछे लग गए रथ के, तो जगन्नाथ जो है चैतन्य महाप्रभु का मन को बात को समझ गए।
Therefore, Jagannath sometimes fell behind the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to indicate the Srimati Radharani that he had not forgotten.
तो कभी-कभी पीछे हो जाता था, ये दिखाने के लिए जगन्नाथ दिखाना चाहते थे कि हम राधा ब्रजवासियों को भूले नहीं हैं।
Thus, Lord Jagannath will stop the forward march of the Ratha and wait at a standstill.
और जब चैतन्य महाप्रभु पीछे हो जाते थे तो जगन्नाथ जो है वो रुक जाते, उनका रथ जो है रुक जाता था, और चैतन्य महाप्रभु के लिए, मतलब राधा रानी के लिए वो रुकते थे।
In this way, Lord Jagannath agreed that without the ecstasy of Srimati Radharani, he could not feel satisfied.
ये दर्शाया जगन्नाथ की राधा रानी की उपस्थिति के बिना वो कभी भी संतुष्ट, कृष्ण जो है कभी भी संतुष्ट नहीं हुआ।
While Jagannath was thus waiting, Gaurasundara, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his ecstasy of Srimati Radharani, immediately came forward to Krishna. He could not feel satisfied. While Jagannath was thus waiting, Gaurasundara, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his ecstasy of Srimati Radharani, immediately come forward to Krishna.
जब चैतन्य महाप्रभु इस तरह से जगन्नाथ रथ होता था तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु राधा रानी के भाव में वो तुरंत रथ के सामने आ जाते थे।
At such time, Lord Jagannatha will proceed ahead very slowly.
उस समय जगन्नाथ बहुत धीरे-धीरे से चलते थे।
This competitive exchange were all part of the love affair between Krishna and Srimati Radharani.
तो ये जो है दिव्य प्रेम की लीलाएं जगन्नाथ और चैतन्य महाप्रभु यानी राधा रानी के साथ चलता था।
In that competition between Lord Chaitanya ecstasy for Jagannath and Jagannath ecstasy for Srimati Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu emerged successful.
ये जो प्रेम लीला भाव जगन्नाथ का राधा रानी के प्रति और राधा रानी का जगन्नाथ के प्रति ये यशस्वी चैतन्य महाप्रभु के रूप में ये जो लीला है वो विजयी हुआ।
While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing, his ecstasy changed. Raising his two arms, he began to recite the following verse in a loud voice.
चैतन्य महाप्रभु नृत्य कर रहे थे, उनका शरीर के अलग-अलग विकार होते थे और उस समय उन्होंने ये जो श्लोक है ये उच्चारण किया।
That very personality who stole away my heart during my youth is now again my master.
ये श्लोक का अर्थ ऐसा है कि जो जिसको ऐसे कहते हैं जिस व्यक्ति ने मेरा युवा अवस्था में मेरा हृदय को ले लिया था वो व्यक्ति अभी दोबारा मेरे सामने उपस्थित है।
These are the same moonlight night of the month of Chaitra.
तो अभी चैत्र मास के जो चंद्रमा से पूर्ण चंद्र से प्रकाशित वही रातें हैं।
The same fragrance of malati flower is there.
मालती पुष्पों का वही जो सुगंध अभी भी है।
And the same sweet breaths are blowing from the Kadamba forest.
और कदम के वनों में वही जो सुगंधित हवाएं हैं वो बह रही है।
In our intimate relationship, I am also the same lover.
और हमारे प्रेम के संबंध में मैं वही प्रेमी हूँ।
Yet still my mind is not happy here.
ये सब होते हुए भी मेरा मन संतुष्ट नहीं है यहाँ पर।
I am eager to go back to the place on the bank of the river under the Vetasi tree. That is my desire.
मेरा इच्छा है कि हम वापस उसी वेतसी पेड़ के नीचे यमुना के किनारे वापस जाएं और वृंदावन में दोबारा वापस जाएं, यही मेरा तीव्र इच्छा।
This verse appear in the Padyavali 386. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jagannatha Baladev Subhadra ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Gaur Premanande. Thank you for your attention. Hare Krishna.